Hello everyone. I'm tired. Just made it back from this event. My body just aches regardless, but I'm still forever thankful to God that I'm still existing. I struggle with this on a daily basis. Just a living testimony just to survive the severe pain that I endure daily. But what I want to talk about today is, do you know what was the original tribe, a Native American tribe in Texas? And a lot of people may get it wrong. They may say Spanish, they may say France conquered, and so forth. But who were the original people? Why does Texas always not acknowledge them? And they are the original people of this land, way before Spain, way before Mexico conquered, and France uh, claimed. History is something else. I studied um, the Indigenous people, and there's so many tribes that goes unnoticed. But I'm going to answer the question: is the Caddo people, and I may be pronouncing it incorrect, it's Caddo. It's the Caddo people, the Caddo tribe, Native Americans. We always see in everyone celebrating Spanish, Hispanic, African American, Caucasian with the Irish, but I never noticed or have never heard anybody represent or acknowledge the original people. It's something else. So I'm going to move forward. Dallas is growing. A lot of you all know the freeways are getting packed. And even though we go by day to day business, Dallas is the market. Texas is the market. It's not just about Dallas, but it's about Texas in general. And I'm going to talk about different topics and different things that's going to be on the business side, and it's just going to be about factual knowledge. Just thinking about Texas as a whole, in 2018 it was 28.7 million people in Texas as a whole. So you estimate like 29.1296 million people, and then it's just like a no-brainer. Why do some African American businesses do not support one another? Or why do the African American people do not um, even attempt? And support don't always mean go buy their products. Sometimes it's just small gestures. This is putting business knowledge out there. And as soon as someone gets their business, they want you to immediately support, but they have ignored other businesses that's been struggling to make their landmark in Dallas. I can't speak about other states. We're going to just talk about Dallas in general. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I can say that small business, no matter how you look at it, sometimes they act like crabs in a barrel. It's 28.7 million that was in 2018, so estimated over 29.1296. It may be close to 30 mil by now, because every month there's herds of people moving to Dallas alone. Dallas is the ninth largest city in the USA, the third largest in Texas, rated a Beta Plus World City. So, and I'm going to bring down the demographic. And of course, we know in the Oak Cliff area, that's majority Black and Hispanic. In the southeast, southwest part, north is white. and suburbs, you get all diverse African, Asians, different kind of nationalities. Um, Even when you get to talking about sex, we're the 12th largest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender population. So Dallas is growing since 19 the I'm gonna say since Katrina, because that's when we had a big old flux of change. And so what I'm seeing, even in the business that I'm at, we're at this location. We were in Oak Cliff, and even when we were in West Oak Cliff, by Kimball High School, I noticed that there's work to be done, but it's less people trying to do it the right way when it comes to business. A lot of people that's in business, but it doesn't mean that they're doing business the right way or the legal way or in order, or and it may be due to them not having the knowledge to the know-how. Dallas have a lot of workshops, and you can go to a lot of them. A lot of some of them charge, and some of them don't, and some are more of a networking. But how can you network if you don't know how to network on your own? Uh, People are not always willing to give you that information because they're still learning or still trying to find out the things to do and what things don't not to do. What I found that unfortunately in small Black businesses, we tend to forget that it is so many people in this world. Even if we're just dealing isolating Dallas, even if we're in the same like business, we either cluster in one area, and even if you do so, that doesn't stop what you're doing. And so what I do sometimes see is that they think it's a competition. It does not have to be a competition because at the end of the day, it is almost close to 30 million people in Texas alone. Learn to grow and reach out because there's other people out here other than you getting used to and comfortable with who you service. I would suggest those that are interested in going into business that learn to network with your own. It's easy to get others to network because or just to do for business in general because they're not colorblind. When other nationalities come in here, they support because you either have good customer service, you have a product that's on demand that they need, and it's all about presentation, no matter what your service is. But sometimes same nationality gets sidetracked on what the goal is, and it sometimes makes it difficult. I was in a workshop, I'm not gonna say a workshop, a little get together, meet and greet today. And some of the questions that that some entrepreneurs or some statements made is, why do we have a problem or networking with each other? Why is it so hard? Or, why is it so complex of us surviving in a business? Being honest, if I worried about every Black person, I will be stressed and depressed because they want support. But what I can do is bring knowledge and hope that they'll change their mind. I'll always say, you may not like tattoos, you might not like body piercings, you may not like nothing, but to like a button, to share some information, um, like a page, share a page, like a post is not going to hurt anyone. And even if you just do that, even for the people that you really don't care for, it doesn't make a difference. It's not about them. You should want to see growth for the whole Black community, no matter, especially if they're functioning in a professional manner. You want them, and then you can't be so hard because sometimes people are just ignorant and they've been doing the business for 30 and 10, 40 years, and they thinking that they got it down pat. And what they have done is got comfortable where they are, unfortunately. But it was like a mixer with different age ranges. It was a nice get together. It was like an Afrocentric, dealing with international, and African Americans in Dallas. And there's a lot of business. It's only thing I can say is being consistent. And I'm thinking about hosting a event, um, but in reality, to want knowledge on the how to, you have to pay to learn, or either dive in there on your own to learn how to run a business effectively. So stay tuned. There will be other posts or anything we share. Please do share it. And just remember, even if it's our YouTube or even if it's Instagram, Facebook, I know my business, we have all the social medias websites locked down. So there is no excuse. But I understand that people do get busy. But I do want to let you know, especially those that's in Oak Cliff, please support Black businesses. I know we always hear the saying that they don't know how to treat us. Not all Black business. They don't like how Black business do business. It's not even about a color or race, because I've been in different dynamics of nationalities and they act just like Black people and be rude. So it's not about that. It's just because people sometimes are ignorant or they automatically stereotype and they're in business. Sometimes they need a personality wake up awareness of how they're treating anyone that's coming in. It's more to the equation when you have conflicts or you disagree on how some African Americans do their business or Blacks do their business. But I want to say this. I stumbled on the page and I want to give a shout out to Big Toe Seasonings. Me and Sakina, a lot of other young ladies in the neighborhood grew up together, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. Some people went on to the same high school. I did not. But I would like to share. What we do at our flighting media is we share those that in Dallas that are doing things. But if we don't know that you're in business and we don't have your business card, flighting media can't do anything if you're not sharing with us. Only thing we want to do is network the professional way and get your name out there. And if we're there, we want you're doing the right thing. You got everything in a row like it should be. Or if you're needing to know about how to get it right, a lot of events that we go to help. There's help where you can get those tools. But I did want to shout out to that business, Flight and Media and Flight and Tattoo Parlor. Big Toe Seasoning. Uh, please support her. She's doing great things. She's getting it in, and it will be a great thing if it's Oak Cliff being the largest city way back in the day. It was a city of its own for those that been in Texas or been in Dallas all their life and didn't know it, that Oak Cliff used to be its own city. If you take Oak Cliff away, Dallas wouldn't be as big as it is. Oak Cliff is real big. So even if we get all of Oak Cliff to support us, no matter whether you live on the south, west, east, north, southeast, southwest, I don't care what direction you live in. Support Flying Tattoo Parlor, Flying Media, Big Toe Seasoning. These these are already rising companies. They are trademark and patent. They are trademark. They either patent or trademark. So they're a legit brand business. And if you know any other business, please inbox me, inbox Flying Media on Instagram or Flying Tattoo Parlor. We'll get the information and we will network. But if you, our thing is making sure you have your ducks in a row. Your ducks in a row is making sure you have all the paperwork and things in procedure, because you're saying that there's a lot of companies said that they got a business, but they're not conducting business on a daily basis professionally, or it's the legal way, the paperwork is not right, or they're not knowing that they need to apply for certain things to make them in compliance all across the board. So please, if you're out there, no matter if you're a singer, actor, I don't care if you're a do poetry, I don't care what you do, bake cookies, clothing line, even if you hadn't started and you have an idea, please trademark that. Don't put it out there on this social media for someone else can get, and then you be in court trying to fight. Say, no, I've been having it for years. We've been trademarked, and we still struggle with people using fly ink. I've seen fly ink this, fly ink that. So where you get where is you give them, I try to give them an opportunity to change, remove it from their sites. But we're we'll be taking legal actions, and that's what people are supposed to do when they have put in work and money for their business name or their logos. So respect people's logos and business. And if you went to school, you know about trademarks. Even if you went to high school, you've learned something about trademark marketing in some form of patenting and protecting copyrights. That was learned in high school and in some middle school. So it's not an excuse. You may not remember. So just be mindful when you're out there. But we do want to know about more businesses that's in Dallas, because Dallas is the city right now. And this hurts the people moving here in the Dallas Fort Worth area. It may not look like we never do anything. You can't judge by how building look or judge by how what you see, because what you see can be deceiving. Just support, and please, if you don't mind, like the page. I know that our flying page is verified, and we have a great grade mark, so they let you know that it's a legit business. When people have taken that effort and they got everything correct, they're able to get that identifier on different social medias. So, but I'm just so proud of Sakina, which is the family member of the Jacksons. And it's crazy that I didn't even realize, and just happened to my son and said, don't you know Big Toe seasoning? I said, no, I don't know nobody on Big Toe seasoning. And then one day I seen a picture with her with it for the first time. As long as I've been on the social media, I just put two and two when I was on Instagram that it was someone I grew up with, and we were all close that lived in the Holland Hill area. And even though a lot of them have moved on, it's a lot of them still there, or it's we still have a connection, whether we moved on with our lives or not, or moved in different areas. But I am so proud of her. And please follow her articles. Please go to Instagram. Please follow her on all her social media, because she's doing some big things. She's doing great things. She's praying that she just make it global all around. She's moving in different places in capacity at a fast pace. She's in different magazines and stuff like that. And our shop is too, but we also want to always credit other people that's out here working hard and doing it the right way and grinding. But it's nothing like getting that support from people that you know, whether if you went to high school with them, college, work with them to get them to support you, because it's nothing like having a home foundation base, it's great to get all the other people from all everywhere else, but it's a special touch when you can reach your own people to support you, no matter what nationality they are. And even though I touch base on African American, we know that a lot of people are diverse or they have different nationalities. We want to support their business as well. One nationality can't do without all. But I'm going to let you go because I have business to take care of. Y'all have a great day. Yes, we are. I believe the artist are. Yes, the artist are.